Hi guys, it's Aaron Intende, and today I want to talk about uh, why DV 2023 was a miracle and a disappointment. Miracle, disappointment. That's the topic today. DV 2023 has been a miracle. Why? It has been a miracle. Why? Because it hasn't been happening the way it happened in DV 2023. You can imagine 54,000 visas already used up and 800 adjustment of status visas used up. You can imagine we have been given 55,000 visas. Always we have been given 55,000 visas. Sometime back we are given 50,000 uh, 50,000 visas for diversity visa for DV lottery American program. So this, first of all, is a game changer. DV 2023, if it was a person, I would tell him or her, congratulations, because you have made it way so far ahead of the DV 2022, DV 2020, DV 2021. When you look at the recent DVs, I would start from the DV 2020, DV 2021, DV 2022. When you look at it, you will see abnormalities in the DV lottery because we never had cases approved this far. When you look at DV 2023 statistics and you compare it with the past DVs, the recent past DVs, is unbelievable, guys. I know many people haven't been interviewed, but remember, very many have been interviewed and approved, and the visas are getting used up. If not, they're already used up because it's 54,000 visas. Oof, this is amazing. So if you look at the way things have gone, for instance, I have an example. I've been getting messages from the selectees, the DV 2023 selectees. The recent past months, I've been getting approved. Those who are denied, I haven't got many, as they are denied. I haven't got many, but mostly I've been receiving approved visas. And I think this is the reason why we have got 54,000 visas. And the recent messages I've been receiving, for instance, I have a mother who has just told me that he has, I don't know if they are relatives or his kids, like two of them. When you look at the case numbers, two of them, that is case number 8,000 and another case number around 11,000 already approved. But the case number, the other one who had beyond 34,000 hasn't got the interview yet. And the reason is the visas are done. The visas have been exhausted. This, when I hear this kind of information, first of all, I become happy because recently we haven't got this kind of messages from the selectees, from the YouTubers. We haven't got this kind of messages, but it's amazing. Surprisingly, nowadays you hear about visas getting exhausted. Then it brings me back to the Dv2024. So this is what you have to look out. If you're a Dv2024, you have to look out for two things. Some of you are saying, if you want to change your embassy, yes, it will still help, because if visas will get done the way Dv2023 visas have been exhausted, man, in Dv2024, I believe it is sooner than the way it happened in this year, Dv2023. So Dv2024, you have to make sure you get interviewed as soon as possible, because the kind of problems which we used to face, they're not the same kind of problems. They are no longer issues. COVID is no longer an issue. Yes, embassies are getting backlogs. Yes, they still have backlogs. But remember, nowadays they are interviewing and visas are getting exhausted. This is amazing. And on the other side, it's disappointing to those with higher case numbers, to those with who have embassy issue. But I'm giving uh, a point to look into those who are in the Dv2024. Note my point. If you relocate your interview, what will happen? Make sure you relocate your interview to an embassy which is good, which has faster processing history. For instance, UAE. For instance, Qatar. If the embassy doesn't have a good processing history, man, don't relocate your interview there, because when you look at DV 2023 and we are getting issues like visas have been exhausted, man, it might not save you to relocate unless you relocate your case to an embassy which is way better than most embassies in your region. So my message to DV 2024, if you're planning to relocate your interview to another embassy, put that to your mind. What if these visas get exhausted? Because when you start comparing the way things are moving for DV 2024, DV 2024 already is a game changer. People are getting interview appointments way sooner than expected, and the range at which uh, uh, they are getting current. If you look at the visa bulletin for October, it's already way ahead of time. It's moving at a rate which is unexpected, which is far better than the past years. Because when you look at visa bulletin, October visa bulletin, like from case numbers Africa, from 1 up to 10K, that is a big number. That is a big number. And if they are all to be scheduled within a period of October to November, uh, uh, October to November, that means the next visas, like the next cases, have a higher chance of being interviewed. So why am I saying this? Because when you look at the visa, if the visa bulletin continues moving at this kind of rate, like the case numbers, like getting opportunities for interviews, man, we don't know. DV 2024 visas might get exhausted exhausted sooner than the DV 2023. So guys, let's continue praying for you guys to get interviews. But remember the number for the visa, which is allocated for all regions in the Africa, Europe, it can no longer be passed wider than the number which is already allocated. So, for instance, a certain number is allocated for Africa. Those are the kinds of visas which will be given for Africa. It will not be given beyond that kind of number for Europe, for Asia, for another parts of the world. Those are the kinds of visas which will be given. It will never go beyond. It will never go beyond 55,000 if that is the highest number of visas which have already been allocated for diverse visa lottery. So, guys, I want to tell you that DV 2023 has been a miracle.